Good morning, friends. It's Ro here. What am I doing today with this bowl of, I don't know, dead leaves? Kale. I'm actually collecting this. What I do is, so like here, I have this fenugreek plant that is done, right? It's time for me to go ahead and harvest the seeds, which is what I was trying to do. And then all this has died off. I'm just gonna crumble this up into my little bowl, along with all the other odds and ends of dead things or old leaves that I can find from around the house. I'll gather it all and I'll show you what I'm gonna do with it next. All right, all my leaves have been collected from around the house. I got some broccoli leaves. I got some tea leaves. This is calendula. These are tea leaves, like actual tea leaves. I bought 2 tea plants and they both lost all of their leaves. The plants came from California, I believe, and coming here to Ohio. They didn't have any kind of heat pack or anything in them. So I'm sure that was a big shock for them. I would be concerned, except I did notice that they have leaves coming back in. So I think like the shock of the shipping and the move and the change in the environment was too much for these plants. But I'm still hopeful because like I said, they do have fresh new leaves coming in. And I'm excited for that. So we're going to keep hope alive. But anyway, that's what a lot of these are. These here. This is the tea leaf. Tea leaf. And I had a couple flowers. Oh, here's a tea flower. Here. There's like a yellow center in there. What else did I have in here? I got some chive leaves, pepper leaves, just more calendula. That's tea, that's pepper, that's a pepper. So, okay, here's what I'm gonna do with these leaves that I've collected. I'm just gonna break everything up into smaller pieces, and then we're gonna add that to my little compost bin. All right, guys, my leafy parts and all of that is all broken up, ready to go. And I have my urban composter bucket here. I've had this, I think, about 2 years now. And I keep it in the house. Oh, God. It'll gross you out, but it makes for good, good food. All right, so, it smells. Once you close it, it doesn't smell at all. You can't smell it. Oh, see, and it's all liquidy. Let's see if I can grab it without touching that. Ugh. Rotten matter. Oh, God. Oh, I gotta come back. Now, when I tell you this grosses me out, it grosses me all the way out. But I wanted to show you guys what it looks like. This is... Ugh. Ugh. This is what it looks like. Decomposing. So let's add the leaves that I have and stuff on top here. There you go. That's a lot. Okay. I have more, but it's going to be 2 layers, I think. So let me spray in my compost accelerator. It's not too bad. It's really not. It's not great either, but it's not too bad. All right, so I sprayed it down. And then I'm just gonna add the rest of my leaves. Ta-da! And I'll spray that. Right? And then I'll take my composter, the little lid there, and sit it back on top. I'll just press it down. Press it. Ta-da. Snap the lid back closed. And there it is. We're all done. And it has a spigot on it, and you just make your compost tea from it in the house. Now, one other thing you could do that I didn't mention, and I'm not going to be able to show you right now because I don't need it, is you can empty this out into your garden, the whole contents, and let it decompose there. I think they said it takes about 6 weeks for the matter to decompose, but you could definitely go ahead and empty that into your raised bed or your garden bed. These composting buckets come in various colors and sizes, and you can find them at www.urbancomposterusa.com. So, have you been considering doing some composting? It's super easy to do indoors or outdoors, as you just saw. If you have even a modest apartment like I do, you can still do indoor composting and not have bugs and smells and fuss and all that stuff. Now, you saw me mainly composting organic matter like dried leaves from all my different plants and stuff from around the house, but I also compost my table scraps and my food scraps. I compost those too. What else? Even, old produce. And I hate to say it, right? I mean, sometimes vegetables get away from us. We want to use them, and then before you know it, they're going bad. But you know what? Old produce makes great compost. So keep that in mind, right? And also don't throw away those coffee grounds either, because those can be put in the compost as well. So this was only one way of composting. There's certainly more options to choose from, many, many more options to choose from. And you don't even have to spend money. And in fact, if you're looking into doing some composting but not having to spend any money, I would definitely suggest you look into composting in place. That might be something you would be interested in. But even then, there's, besides composting in place, there's also heap composting, there's tumbler composting, there's Bokashi, there's lasagna gardening, which is a form of composting, there's trench composting. I mean, there's so much out there, and all that's required is a little bit of research on your end to figure out what would work best for you, right? Because maybe what I'm doing doesn't appeal to you. Maybe you don't want to open that gross container and have to look at that and, test your gag reflex. It's the way that I do. But whatever happens, I hope you just try it. If you're on the fence, get off. Do it. Get started. That's all I'm asking. Just get started. It doesn't have to be a big deal, okay? Composting can be as lazy or as labor intensive as you want it to be, right? It's whatever effort you want to put into it, you can. It can get complicated or it can stay easy. It's totally up to you. So, on that note, I'm going to end this video. I hope I've inspired someone, and to all of you, happy growing. Thanks for watching. Bye.